This is YouTube news. Quirky ways the super rich save money. Even the rich and famous appreciate a good bargain. Pop star Lady Gaga, for example, likes to use coupons at the grocery store. Billionaire Mark Zuckerberg still prefers to drive cheaper cars. Here are the quirky, frugal habits of 7 other millionaires and billionaires. New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski, who recently announced that he's retiring from football at age 29, is frugal when it comes to his wardrobe. "My broke habit still is my clothing and shoes," he told Maverick Carter on a 2018 episode of UNINTERRUPTED's Kneading Dough. "If I like the clothing, if I like the shoes, I'll wear those shoes and I'll wear that clothing down to the rags." He'll sometimes wear a favorite pair of jeans 7 days straight, he said, adding, "I make sure I throw them in the washer like day 3. For more than 50 years, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway has reportedly been enjoying the same breakfast every morning, and it never costs more than $4. Depending on how he's feeling, the self-made billionaire orders one of 3 items at McDonald's: 2 sausage patties, which costs the least, a sausage, egg and cheese, or a bacon, egg and cheese, which is the most expensive at just over $3. var MPS equals MPS MPS underscore Q equals MPS underscore Q MPS underscore Q dot floated equals MPS underscore Q dot floated MPS underscore Q dot floated dot push function MPS and an MPS dot insert add and an MPS dot insert add hashtag dart underscore wrapper underscore responsive rectangle. He also lives in the same home he bought in 1958. Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles doesn't take her success, or the money she's earned from it, for granted. In fact, the 22-year-old gymnast has a fear of going broke, she recalls on an episode of Kneading Dough with Maverick Carter. It keeps her careful. She even challenges herself to go days without spending any money, she tells Carter, and then of course, my gas light come on so I have to go get gas. Besides the necessities, as well as the occasional trip to Subway, she says, I never really swipe the credit card. Baseball star Giancarlo Stanton signed a record-setting $325 million contract with the Marlins in 2014. And between his salary and endorsements, Stanton, who was traded to the Yankees in 2017, earned $28.2 million last year. But while some athletes are all about labels, Gucci and Fendi all the way down, Stanton tells Page 6, he's thrifty when it comes to clothes. That's partly because you don't need money to have style, he says. I go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Comedian and former host of NBC's The Tonight Show Jay Leno plays it safe when it comes to money. From the moment he entered the working world, I always had 2 incomes, he tells CNBC Make It. I'd bank 1, and I'd spend 1. And he made sure to spend the smaller amount. Leno continued relying on this strategy even after he started hosting The Tonight Show in 1992, which reportedly earned him as much as $30 million a year. When I got The Tonight Show, I always made sure I did 150 comedy show gigs a year, so I never had to touch the principal, Leno says. I've never touched a dime of my Tonight Show money. Ever. The former mayor of New York City and 9th richest man in the world reportedly wore the same 2 pairs of black loafers to work for over a decade. You do something called resoling and rehealing, he told the New York Post in 2010. You don't have to throw them away and get new ones, you can just use the old ones. Nora Lum, better known as Aquafina, appeared in 2 major motion pictures in 2018, Ocean's 8 and Crazy Rich Asians. Mostly thanks to those big roles, today she has an estimated net worth in the millions. Still, Lum says she's careful with her money. I don't splurge on literally anything, she tells guest host Lisa Ling on an episode of Death, Sex and Money. And she's thrifty when it comes to clothes, I'm literally wearing Target pants. The 29-year-old still lives in the first place she moved into after college, a railroad apartment in Brooklyn, New York, that she found through a friend. When she first moved in, she rented 1 room for just $500 a month. Don't miss how Rod, Kevin O'Leary and other celebs teach their kids about money, like this story. Subscribe to CNBC Make It on YouTube. YouTube News.